Welcome back to the channel, everyone. My name is Justin. I'm running for the king. I'm a part-time reseller, and I'm hanging out here in the shed in my backyard where I'm going to pull orders. Now, I got to jump all the way back to Tuesday. We'll work our way through the week, showing you what I'm selling. Maybe it's something you want to grab, or maybe it's something you want to avoid. And this week had some highs and some lows. I took off Friday for yard sales because it was a big, like 100-mile yard sale. And it was not worth it at all. I did not do great. I picked up a few things, but nothing great. Saturday, I went out again locally and did much better. And then Saturday afternoon, I had my biggest buy ever. It was a private type buy. Met up with somebody from Facebook Marketplace, and I basically bought out their whole garage. We'll talk about it Tuesday first, though. Let's get back there. I'll see you then. Hey, folks, it's Tuesday. Today is the 20th. Yeah, 20th of May, and I have 2 orders so far, so not the greatest of days. I'm also trying to figure out this guy, and here's the dude. It's definitely late 70s, early 80s. It's written to somebody that starts with O, but is that Jim, Frankie, Jim, Tim? I'm not really sure. I know who this is. This is Greg Giaffuria from the band Angel. And so they're very similar, but that guy I don't think is an Angel. So they went to the same place for headshots, it looks like, but I have no idea. So if you know who that is, if it's, say, your uncle or you, or maybe you just know the guy's name, it'd be great if you would let me know. First item I have is right here in this tub with my Faltzgraf and Paula statues. It's a Paula statue. I gotta dig it out. And it's right here. It is PS07. I'm gonna get it out of the plastic wrap or out of the bubble wrap because I have nothing else to show you today. I picked these up at a yard sale for 50 cents. This one says, no job is finished until the paperwork is done. And it's got a little guy on the toilet. This is probably the least value of all of them. I thought this was the funniest, but this one sold $4.50 plus shipping on offer. So it sold. There we go. And then I have some Connects that sold. I had some Connects listed forever, and I had picked up some more random like roller coaster pieces, and the Connects were not going to sell. So I pulled out the roller coaster pieces out of that lot, donated the rest, and then put the newer roller coaster pieces I had all together in one big lot, and they sold. And they're up here on top of my bookshelf, and it's kind of an awkward box. So I'm glad they sold pretty quick. It's really long because, well, there's some really long track pieces. Let me set it down. And let's see, I'm going to repackage this, but there's some straight pieces, some bendy straight pieces, 2 cars, a motor, some curved pieces, some really long pieces, and there's the chain. And I just put them in different piles, took a few photos, and they sold in less than a week. So I should have done that a long time ago, but they sold $19.99 plus shipping. And I had the perfect box for it because those long track pieces are long and they're going out. So I'm happy for that. And that's all the sales I have. So pretty slow. I just accepted an offer for 2 coffee mugs, and it was one of the deals where it wasn't instant payment. It was, they're still available. So hopefully that'll come through. If they do come through before I get this stuff packed up, I'll jump back on here. Otherwise, hopefully they'll pay and we'll get it out tomorrow. As far as May goes, I'm at 87 listings for the month, but I did 4 listings at lunch, so I'm really at 91, and I still need to get another live show on the schedule. So it's gonna have to happen. I got stuff I got to sell. So thank you so much for hanging out there with me today. We got more days coming with hopefully more stuff that I can show you that's going out the door. I'll see you tomorrow. Hey folks, today is Wednesday. It's the 21st of May, and I have 2 orders. Yeah, staying slow. I listed at lunch, so it's not like this is lunchtime and I have a few more hours to sell stuff before I go to the post office because I'm going to the post office in about 20 minutes. So first thing's a hat. It's right there in the back. And I think this hat is pretty cool. It's got the old Cardinal logo on it. It is a stadium giveaway, but it doesn't look like it's ever been worn. This one sold on offer $8 plus shipping. And then the second item I have is a set of 2 mugs. I think I said something yesterday that I had accepted an offer on some coffee mugs, and well, they paid like as soon as I got to the post office. But We're going to get them pulled today, and I'm trying not to break them because they're porcelain, they're not ceramic, so they are a little more fragile. We will definitely wrap them in cardboard or double box them to make sure they get to their destination. Let me throw you on the wall so I can show you. Yeah, definitely trying to be careful with these. This is a Mardi Gras World New Orleans 1983. And that one's kind of got a gesture. It's kind of cool. And this one is Mardi Gras World's also 1983. So this one's got a little gold on it. Oh, weird. My GoPro just turned off. So I don't know where I was at or where it stopped recording. Anyway, I got those mugs super cheap. They sold on offer $11 plus shipping. So that's a big $19 today. That's not really going to cut it. Hopefully we'll get some more in there. I have been listing. I listed 12 items yesterday, and I already have 6 for today. That makes me 105 for the month. And I'm heading to yard sales Friday. Took off the day, and maybe Saturday if it doesn't rain, but it's supposed to pour. So we will definitely see. Thank you so much for hanging out there with me. I'll see you tomorrow on Thursday. Hey folks, today is Thursday the 22nd. I keep wanting to say Friday because I'm not working tomorrow, which is awesome. And I'm going to yard sales, and it's a big 100-mile yard sale. So that's great too. But I have orders. We have 3 on eBay and 1 on Mercari, which makes 4, which is double what we had yesterday, I think, if I remember correctly. First one is a DVD that I picked up on Saturday. I picked up a bunch of music DVDs, and actually quite a few of the things, a couple of things sold that I picked up Saturday. First up is this one. It's Nirvana's Unplugged from MTV. It sold $4.99 plus shipping, but I listed it yesterday, so at least it sold fast. All right, getting the next one. It's another music DVD, but it's one I picked up a couple weeks ago. And I'm just looking here. It must be in the back. Hold on just a second. Nope, it was right there in the front. This is Legends Live at Montreux with Eric Clapton and a couple other folks right there. This one's still factory sealed. That one sold $8.99 plus shipping. And then I bought this giant tub of toys, and it was mostly PJ Masks toys, which can sell. And I've been listing a few, and I have been sorting through everything. But inside that tub was also some vintage toys. So I don't know if it was like grandma's toy bin that I bought, and it was stuff from her kids and from the grandkids or what. But this here is a bag of vintage 1980s Matchbox toys. And a couple of them are fairly rare from what I looked up a few just to get an idea of what I should sell them for. Like this Shota car is fairly rare. I saw good examples selling for like 15 to 20, and then I saw beat up ones selling for over 10. But I just lotted everything up because I thought if I took out the good ones, then the lot will never sell. So there's 11 cars there, and it sold for $25, $24.99 plus shipping in just a few days. So that more than pays for the tub, and everything else is gravy on top. All right, one more. It's the Mercari order. As far as my listing goal, I'm at 100 and 1, 2, 3. I did 6 yesterday before church, so I'm at 105. I need 135 by the end of the month, which will be super easy. Okay, it's in C9. Let me go grab it. And here it is. This is a Jewish prayer shawl, and it still has the tags attached to it. There was all kinds of variations on these. These are usually sold to tourists that go to Jerusalem and to Israel. And I picked this up in a estate sale for $1, and it sold for $20, $19.99 plus shipping. Picked it up with that prophecy Bible that I sold last week. So another good pickup from that estate sale. Took a little bit to sell, but it is going out today. And that's it. I have more to list. So I have a DVD set prepped for photos right now. I have PJ Masks stuff everywhere that I need to get photographed as well. And so we're going to work on that. Tomorrow's yard sales, but I still have to do my orders. So I'll probably be rolling in right at the buzzer before I can get them packed into the post office. So I hope I have a lot of sales, and I have to hurry home. But I also hope that I can not have to like crazy pack hard things before I go to the post office. So we will see tomorrow how stressed I am when I roll in. Thank you so much for hanging out there with me today. I'll see you then. Hey folks, it's Saturday. It's Saturday morning, and I did not film yesterday on Friday because I went to the 100-mile yard sale and I was gone all day. I didn't get back till almost 4 o'clock. I only had one order, and it sold yesterday. I didn't sell anything on Thursday, I don't think. So I didn't do any posts. I didn't do any mail, but I do have 2 items to pull, and I have a half hour before the post office closes. So we're going to go quick. I'm going to try to get those out just so they're not sitting all weekend. And they're both here on my media shelf. The first is a cookbook. Let me turn you around. It's hiding down here behind these fish. And it's right here. It's Share Our Cooking, the Sveta Petka Sisters Circle. And this is a Serbian cookbook. Picked it up at my hometown thrift, so I'm hardly anything into it. Had a buyer go back and forth with me with offers, and this one sold $20 plus shipping. And since that is spiral bound, I am going to send that in a box. And then I sold some DVDs that I picked up last Saturday. They're music DVDs. These are from The Who, Amazing Journey, and The Kids Are All Right. And these sold $14.99 plus shipping. So I paid $40 for a boatload of DVDs. I think there was 26 sets, either singles or sets. And I sold that $5 Nirvana one the other day. That's 15, so I'm halfway there. I just listed 2 Rush DVDs for $30, so I know I'm going to be profitable once they sell. And that's it. I got to be quick because I got to get to the post office. They're only a few blocks away, but I have to get there. So I'm going to get the stuff packed up. I'll see you Monday. Hey folks, today is Monday. It's the 26th of May, and it's Memorial Day. So I don't have anything to ship, but I did want to jump on here and just let you know what was going on. I filmed Saturday, and I had been yard selling Friday and Saturday morning. I did my biggest buy ever on Saturday afternoon. I bought a whole truckload. Literally, my dad's truck was the bed was completely full, and stuff in the cab of manga and anime stuff. Now, I'm not really into anime and manga, but this collection, this guy who passed away, his niece was selling his collection to help pay funeral expenses, and I bought all of it. I didn't buy the figurines, but I did buy all the anime DVDs and Blu-rays and all the manga they had left, and there's tons. My storage unit is full. My shed is a mess. I'm going to turn the camera around. So this is the box of DVDs, and there's a stack behind me as well. That's 3 deep. That's a 3 deep Home Depot box. We have, never mind the mess. We have Blu-rays and Blu-rays there. There's Blu-rays behind me. I have books and manga, lots of full series. I paid a bunch, I'll be honest with you, but I already have some sales. I sold a Blu-ray set last night, and I sold a manga set last night. We'll talk about it tomorrow when I go to pack. But I wanted to jump on here because I said I was coming back Monday when I think I filmed on Saturday, but it's Memorial Day, and between me packing stuff or listing stuff, and if you're barbecuing or whatever, in the United States today, it is Memorial Day, where we honor those that gave the ultimate sacrifice for our freedom in the military. And so I just want to honor those troops that did that, and just take a moment to thank them, pray for their families that had to go through those losses. I mean, it stinks. So, but they did it for our freedoms, and so very thankful. It's more than just a day off of work, even though I'm going to be working here. So thank you so much for hanging out there with me today. We got one more day left. We usually don't film. We usually start a week on Tuesday. We're going to end a video on Tuesday. I'm going to show you those 2 things that sold already. Maybe we'll have more. I'm going to be listing a few more. I've put up 12 listings out of the lot so far, which doesn't sound like a lot, but it'll get my money back. And well, hopefully we'll see a bunch. You may get tired of seeing anime and manga sales for a little bit, but I'm going to try to get some of this yard sale stuff listed as well. I'll see you tomorrow. Hey folks, today is Tuesday. It is the 27th of May, and I have 12 orders going out, several from that big anime manga buy. I'm going to be calling it my 1K anime. And so I spent 1K on it, and I still have so much to do, so much. Let me turn the camera around. So this is my normal walkway that I get back to my stuff, and it is full. I got a mess. I can barely get to my chair at work and be able to get around and work. So it's going to be interesting pulling this stuff. We have 10 on eBay, 2 on Mercari, and several things are clothing. So let's grab some clothing. I have a hat and a shirt. First off, I had to go around the long way, which I'm glad I cleared this this way out because I wouldn't be able to get around. But the hat is going to be one of these caterpillar hats. Grab this one right here. And then the shirt is in C3, and I'm stepping over things precariously. So let's see if I can get that out without tearing up anything. And having this inventory is a good thing. It's just in the way right now. Let's see. This is a Sheraton Desert Inn Las Vegas Hawaiian shirt. It has the Sheraton logo on it, and it sold $11.99 plus shipping. And then the caterpillar hat, I bought 25 of these. This is the fourth one. I don't remember. $12.99 plus shipping. So sold a few of those. I have a buyer that reached out wanting a specific pattern. So I'm like, I don't think I can do that, but I'm going to look because if it gets me a sell, it won't take too long. Let's do some more clothing. I got to get back around. I have 2 shirts, a pair of pants, and a hat. I'm not going to make you watch me tiptoe around all the mess every time. Let's see. I have one of these Nike athlete shirts. This is my penultimate one. So I have one more after this, and it sold $8 plus shipping. I took an offer on this Vineyard Vines long sleeve shirt. Came out of my death pile, and it sold for $8 plus shipping as well. And then I have a pair of vintage Tommy pants. These are women's. They're cropped pants, so I guess that means they're short, like capris or something. I'm not really sure. I don't remember. These sold $9.99 plus shipping. I think I've had these listed for a long time. They sold this morning. Super happy. Next up, I have a hat. It's here in hat box number 2, and I think it's right there. This is an Illinois Junior Golf Association hat, still brand new. I picked this up at a yard sale last year. In fact, a year ago, because the yard sale I went to Saturday, the yard sale, the neighborhood sale, I got it in that neighborhood last year. But it sold $12.99 plus shipping, up from the quarter I paid for it, so that's great. And then I do have some media. I have a CD, Soothing Music for Sleep, and I have a couple Rush DVDs I picked up last Saturday. Let's get back to the front and we'll see what they sold for. This CD probably came because I have a hard time passing sealed media, but this sold $9.99 plus shipping. Took a little while, but it sold. And then the Rush DVDs are pretty cool. This one is R30, and this one is Replay X3. It just doesn't have the box that goes around it, unfortunately. And these sold together for $23.99 plus shipping. Now, if you're doing the math in your head, you don't have 4 more items left, and they are all from the 1K anime sale. First up, I have this Freezing Blu-ray set. I have, where is it? It's got to be here somewhere. Here it is. I have this Blu-ray set, and we have one more. Where is that one at? Let's see. Oh, there it is. This one right here. All right. Let's get back to the front. I'll show you these, and then the next item is a big O stack of stuff, and I'll need 2 hands, so I'll come back here without you, and I'll definitely show you because that's the big sale of the week. So on eBay, I sold World Break. This sold $27 plus shipping. And then on Mercari, I sold Dance of the Vampire Bund right here. This one sold $59.99 plus shipping. And this set of Freezing, both seasons on Blu-ray, I listed this on eBay, cross-listed them onto Mercari using Flip. I use Flip, and they sold, I don't know, 30 minutes or something at the most. These two sold $79.99 plus shipping. All 3 of these out of that 1K buy. So we're already starting to get our money back, and we're not done yet. So I have a big O stack of manga books. They're back there. I'm going to grab them. I'll show you, and I'll show you what they sold for. Super, super excited. If I was excited for like this thing selling, imagine my excitement. Right back. All right, I have them here, and this is To Love Ru Darkness. It's the complete manga set. A lot of the manga in this collection that I purchased are complete sets or almost complete sets, which is excellent. It makes them a lot easier to sell. They're all in excellent condition. I listed these, I think, as very good, which I rarely do with books. And I really didn't know how much I had when I made the purchase. I knew I had more than 1K when I would make more than 1K. But this set alone sold for $374.99 plus shipping. Now, I sold these with medium mail shipping, and I'm going to probably send these priority in a number 7 box just so it gets there a little faster. I'm going to add insurance to it. I mean, they may go ground advantage. We'll see. I'm definitely sending them with insurance for sure, and not sending them medium mail. And that's the first of probably quite a few full sets that I have to list, and hopefully will sell. It's not the most expensive set I've listed. It's the second most, I guess, but super, super stoked for that sell, and thankful I was able to get in on that buy. And the folks were super nice and gave me a great deal, and I think it was a good deal for them as well. So that is it. That's my 12 items I have going out today. If anything else comes in today, we'll get it tomorrow. I got to pack this stuff up. I got to get back to work, and I'm going to be busy listing. I have stuff prepped to list over there, a couple other manga full runs and DVDs, and I'm trying to list some of my yard sale stuff intermixed in that, so I'm not just the manga and anime set, but I have a lot. So, and I have more in the shed, or in the storage unit. Thank you so much for hanging out there with me today and this whole week, plus one day. So thank you. I know it was maybe a little bit of a longer video, but thank you so much for hanging in there. If you liked the video, I appreciate a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed, I'd appreciate your subscription. It doesn't cost a thing. And well, I just talk about things that sell. And if you're into anime and manga and want to see what stuff is selling for, this may be the next few weeks. We might see that. So thank you again. I hope y'all have a great day. God bless.